Microsoft was in the news that we scanned their domain. Microsoft was in the news that we scanned their domain. Today, we're talking about secure boot certificate expiration and what it means for your Windows and Linux machines. Microsoft at Microsoft.com scored 68%, rated above average. The secure boot certificate expiration explained. On June 24, 2026, certificates for cryptographic keys used in the secure boot process on both Windows and Linux computers will begin to expire. These certificates, originally issued in 2011, are crucial for protecting your system against sophisticated attacks like bootkits that operate below the operating system level. While your machine will likely continue to boot after this date, the real risk is forward-looking. Without the updated 2023 certificates enrolled in your firmware, your system won't be able to receive vital new boot-level security updates, revocation lists, or mitigations for newly discovered firmware vulnerabilities. This could leave your system exposed to future threats. Why the change? LogoFail and enhanced security. Microsoft created these 2023 replacement certificates after researchers disclosed LogoFail, class of vulnerabilities that could exploit logo images displayed during startup. These flaws allowed attackers to inject rogue certificates and bypass secure boot, undermining critical security layer. The new certificates are designed to address these types of vulnerabilities and enhance the overall security posture of your system. It's not about revocation. It's about ensuring your system can continue to receive the latest protections against evolving threats. What Windows users need to do. For most Windows 11 and Windows 10 users with extended security updates, the good news is that you should receive these new certificates automatically through Windows Update. Microsoft also manages enrollment for many enterprise-managed devices. However, if your device hasn't received the update, or if you manage a fleet of machines, it's crucial to verify your firmware databases include these 2023 replacement certificates. We've included a link to Microsoft's guidance in the description for more detailed steps. What Linux users need to do. Linux distributions that use Shen to chain load grub also depend on the same Microsoft UFI. Major vendors like Red Hat, Fedora, and Ubuntu have already shipped dual-signed shims, incorporating both the 2011 and 2023 keys. However, after June 2026, new shim builds may only be signed with the 2023 certificate. This is particularly important for organizations running mixed Windows Linux fleets or using aging laptops that rarely receive OEM firmware updates. A machine that boots fine on June 25th becomes stuck when a critical shim or boot manager patch requires a 2023 key that was never enrolled. This is a common pain point on legacy hardware, as highlighted in Red Hat's guidance. Understanding Email Minnow audit scores, SB, DKIM, DMARC, at Email Minnow are independent public domain audits like the one we ran on Microsoft.com focus on critical email security protocols SB, DKIM, and a DMARC. SPF, or Sender Policy Framework, helps prevent spammers from sending messages on behalf of your domain. DKIM, Domain Keys Identified Mail, adds a digital signature to your emails, verifying their authenticity. DMARC, Domain-Based Message Authentication, Reporting, and Conformance, builds on SPF and DKIM to give domain owners more control over how their emails are authenticated and handled. Our audit scores reflect the implementation and configuration of these protocols. A strong score indicates a robust defense against email spoofing and phishing attacks. However, it's important to understand what these scores do not measure. They do not assess internal network security, application vulnerabilities, or physical security. They are specifically focused on the public-facing email security posture of a domain. For example, our scan of Microsoft.com shows a strong configuration for these protocols, which is expected from a major technology company. The importance of proactive firmware management. This certificate expiration highlights the critical importance of proactive firmware management. Whether you're an individual user or managing an enterprise fleet, ensuring your systems are up to date with the latest security certificates is paramount. Ignoring these updates could lead to a scenario where critical security patches cannot be applied, leaving your systems vulnerable to future attacks. It's a reminder that security is an ongoing process, not a one-time setup. This information is for educational purposes only and is not legal advice. Our audit scores are based on independent public domain audits of publicly available DNS records and do not reflect internal security measures or private data. Always consult official vendor documentation and security professionals for specific guidance. What company or domain should we scan next? Let us know in the comments below.